Antoine Fuqua returns to the big screen directing the film Brooklyn's Finest, and it stars Richard Gere, Wesley Snipes, Don Cheadle and Ethan Hawke in an urban drama that's gritty and tense. It's about police officers in Brooklyn, New York, three of whom do very divergent things in this film. It's three separate stories of police officers whose worlds may be tangentially mixed or hit straight head-on with each other. And it's a very violent drama that you'd watch when you watch Brooklyn's Finest, but it doesn't mean that it's not a good one. Mr. Fuqua, who directed the film Training Day back in 2001, brings his act to the East Coast, and with some great performances from Wesley Snipes and Don Cheadle, in particular, as an undercover cop who has to do what he has to do to get through one day and go to the next. It's not all that easy for him or any of the others here. Ethan Hawke plays a man whose wife is afflicted with some kind of disease. She's pregnant, and she definitely is suffering from something in the house. And you've got Richard Gere, a man who's almost retiring with 1 week to go, and he has to babysit a new recruit. None of that's going to be easy for any of these performers in this film. And one thing that isn't easy, again, is the extreme violence at some points. But this violence is gritty and realistic. And while many people get killed disproportionately from one group, it doesn't mean that some of the people who do get killed don't deserve it. In real life, we see that the innocents are the ones that normally do get killed at the hands of a gun, whether it's in Brooklyn or in any other city in this country. But in this film, it seems that all the people who do get killed are the ones who do seem to deserve it by virtue of what they do, but not by virtue of who they are. Antoine Fuqua directs this film, and he echoes much of what Sidney Lumet has done in some of his films, Prince of the City, and especially Q&A back in 1990, a film where turf is everything and people hold on to their passions and their prejudices as passionately as ever. Now, this film definitely contains a lot of sexual content, and it also contains a lot of powder keg situations. The last few minutes of the film are clearly devised as a device where all hell breaks loose, and the screenplay, which had been very tight for much of the film, begins to just sprawl all over the place with exit strategies that become very bloody. I definitely do recommend this film, however, for the performances especially of Don Cheadle and Wesley Snipes. I'm Omar Moore for the Popcorn Reel at PopcornReel.com, and you can also read my far-flung correspondent stories for Roger Ebert at the Chicago Sun-Times.